You have a heart to help men learn about biblical masculinity, but you don't know where to start. How do you help impact the men of your community? Today I want to introduce to you our newest resource, the Men's Ministry Playbook, a proven strategy to impact men, and tell you why this is the best resource for you and your church community and why you need to get this put in your hands and launch a men's ministry. Hey guys, I want to jump into the meat of this podcast. I want to tell you a story. In 2013, I started attending a small country church of about 150 people. This church had no men's ministry, and I started attending this church because I was asked to launch our ministry in their church. So I came in as a parachurch guy. I ended up falling in love with this church, and we've been attending the church ever since. I took the information I've learned from books and the experiences I've had sitting at the feet of men's ministry leaders around this country, and I implemented this in my small country church. And things began to explode. In most churches around America today, the average church attendance is 39% men and 61% women. After launching this ministry and a couple years into it, it completely flipped the script. Our church attendance was more men than women. Our ministry was growing. In fact, I had women coming up to me saying, "How do we have a ministry like your ministry?" We've got an incredible women's ministry at our church now. After 8 years, I passed the baton on, and the men's ministry continues to thrive at our local church. But through that process of getting boots on the ground, I want to share with you a proven strategy to help you reach the men of your community. So this is called the Men's Ministry Playbook, and you will find everything you need. Every question will be answered, helping you launch a men's ministry in your church. Here are some of the things that book includes. It includes a note to pastors. What is your role as a senior pastor? It helps you have a roadmap and a recipe to build your leadership team. Who are you looking for on that team, and what roles will they fill? It also tells you how to recruit actual team members, a step-by-step process, and not only how to recruit your small group of guys, but also how to launch your first team. I mean, guys, this has been modified over the years, and we have this just dialed in. So not only do we help you launch your team and gives you the first steps, we will also give you the biblical purposes behind each thing you do within the men's ministry. So you've got an annual event, you've got monthly events, you've got quarterly events, you've got your weekly small group. We will give you the biblical strategy and purpose behind each of those. This book includes small group tips and guidelines for small group leaders, a step-by-step tutorial on how to lead the actual group. We actually lay out the agenda of the group meetings, and we give you a step-by-step tutorial. I mean, this is so detailed, it's phenomenal. Not only does this book include all of that stuff, but we also include 50 team meetings in here. 50 team meetings. That's more than 1 year in the church calendar of men's ministry resources. You could probably stretch it out to 2 years easily. And we have not only included 50 team meetings, but we've grouped those meetings into series. I believe that men liked series, not standalone meetings. So we have 12 series within the 50 team meetings. And here are the series that the men will go through. You know, we often forget, guys, that God has called us to steward the bodies He gave us so that we'll be ready, healthy, and spiritually dangerous to fight the good fight. That's why we're so excited to partner with Mountain Tough Fitness Lab. Join me on my journey by going to mountaintough.com and getting your free 6-week trial when you type in the code ARENA30. You won't be disappointed. Stay dangerous. And here are the series that the men will go through. The 9 traits of manhood from Job 29. Helping men deal with PMS. Passive male syndrome. What were you thinking? Man up. Guardrails. Lead from the back. The tip of the spear. Unswept corners, protect the ball, Iron Man, Wild Side, and In Men We Trust, and lastly, Wisdom Hunters. All of these have one thing in common. They are specific to men. If women stumbled into your group, they would hate these groups. These groups have nothing to do with women and everything to do with men. And so when you purchase the Men's Ministry Playbook for your ministry, we also will give you 4 things. This is kind of cool, you guys. You get added to our schedule for our virtual team training and fellowship call that happens on a regular basis. You'll be added to our message thread with men's ministry leaders from all around the country. So you have 24/7 access to men who are doing just what you're doing. So you can ask questions, have and answer questions, and have fellowship with guys all around the country and the world. We have guys from all around the world actually who are doing what you're doing. You get a team captain flag. So we will send you a 3x5 flag, not a 3x5 flag, but a 3-foot by 5-foot garage gym flag that you can proudly display. And then you get personal coaching from our global outreach and collaborations director. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, we have produced a resource in the Men's Ministry Playbook that I think is top shelf. And I want to encourage you, if you are considering starting a men's group or a men's ministry at your church, you have to pick up this valuable resource. Here's where you get it. You just go to meninthearena.org/men's ministry. Good luck on your journey, guys. We want to hear from you and how God is using your ministry to impact the lives of men. Until next time, feel the wet sand on the arena floor. Hear the deafening roar of the crowd. Taste the sweetness of victory. Smell the stench of battle. Get in the game. Get dirty. Grind it out. And be a man.